Good morning. We're on Knowledge 3, Lesson 4, the Olympic Games. Remember, we are learning about the ancient Greek civilization. Let's learn. If you look at the bottom, you can see that our timeline of what we will do. So we'll introduce the read aloud, we'll have our read aloud, we'll have application, and then we'll be at the end of the lesson. Our first learning goal. What are our learning goals? I can describe the important components of the ancient Greek civilization. First, let's go over some vocabulary words that we will come across in the story. The first word is compete. Repeat after me and say compete. Compete means to try very hard to outdo others in a task, race, or other contest. Example, every year Sally and Juan compete in their school's spelling bee to see who can win the most rounds. You can also say competes, competed, or competing. Your next word is determination. Say determination. Determination means a firm decision to accomplish something. For example, it takes great determination to finish reading your first chapter book by yourself. Our next word is grand. Say grand. Grand is an adjective and it means impressive, amazing. For example, building the Statue of Liberty was a grand accomplishment. You can also say grandeur or grandest. Your next word is sacred. Say sacred. Sacred means holy, worthy of respect. For example, churches, temples, and mosques are considered sacred places by people of various religious beliefs. And our last word is victory. Say victory. Victory is a triumph or a win. Example, the U.S. Olympic team claimed victory over the competing teams and won the gold medal. You can also say victories to make it more than one. Now, let's explore. Who did the ancient Greeks believe created or controlled certain things that happened in nature? Remember, you are learning about the ancient Greek civilization and that religion is a key component in a civilization. So back then, the Olympian gods and goddesses is who the ancient Greeks believed created and controlled certain things that happened in nature. What is the name of the god who the ancient Greeks believed to be the king of all the gods and goddesses? You said Zeus. You are correct. Look at the picture. Tell me what you remember about the different gods and goddesses. Remember, you learn how jobs are important components of a civilization. What different jobs do people have in the various city-states of ancient Greece? And remember, we also wrote those down in our notes. If you remember farming, shepherding, and seafaring, you are correct. Let's look at our chart. So far, you have learned about these different jobs: shepherding, farming, shepherding, and seafaring. These are the different jobs that people had in the various city-states of ancient Greece. So far, you've learned about two key components of the ancient Greek civilization. jobs, and religion. What key component have you not learned about yet? Key components, because it's more than one. If you said cities and leaders, you're correct. If you said writing, remember, well, the ancient Greeks did have a writing system, but you won't be learning about it in this domain. So it's not on the civilization chart for writing. We did have that with the Asian civilization. Contributions are things or ideas that are shared and passed on over time because they are considered helpful and good. Can you name contributions from other previously studied civilizations that are still in our lives today? If you remember that the Chinese civilization contributed such things such as paper, silk, writing, and the Great Wall of China, you're correct. And the Egyptians gave us pyramids. Well, today you're going to learn about a unique contribution that the ancient Greek civilization made that is still a part of our lives today. So, whatever our learning goes, I can describe the Olympic Games of ancient Greece and explain how they have influenced the present. Let's read the Olympic Games. So, my video will end and you're going to go to the next slide. So if you need to go back into the Amplify app so that you can click on the next slide and watch the Olympic Games video. Why are we reading this text? Well, have you ever seen the Olympics? If you have, what do you know about it? Well, you're going to listen to find out more about the first Olympic Games. And you're going to learn for whom they were first created. Here is a knowledge builder for ancient Greek civilization, lesson 4.